How y'all doing today, man? As you know, it's Kyle Jacko checking in from the ATL right now, man. I hope y'all having a beautiful, blessed day or night whenever you're watching this video. Right now, we are in the Entrepreneurship Mentality series. If you don't know what this series is about, you need to understand what it's about. I'm gonna tell you right now. I know some amazing kings and queens that created their own business. Somebody watch this video, you want to create your own business. Guess what? I got a whole series for you right now to show you what these entrepreneurs are doing right now. This queen I got coming to you right now is amazing. I met her via Clubhouse. If you don't know what Clubhouse is, go Google it. It's an amazing app where you meet tons of people on. And when I first heard this queen's voice, I was like, ooh, she's a little timid a little bit. But then the more I kept on hearing it, she started getting louder and louder and stronger and stronger. And now she's the GOAT. I say she's the GOAT. She's great right now. I love everything she do. I love the business mind frame that she has. So with that being said, before I get a little bit long-winded, Queen Yani, I want you to come to the stage right quick and tell everybody who you are, Queen.
Hey y'all, my name is Yanissza, better known as Yani G, and I'm checking in from Tucson, Arizona. I'm a young entrepreneur, so I have a boutique out here. It's an online boutique. I host entrepreneur events, pop-up shops, and I will be launching my third business in January. It's going to be a mentorship program, helping those that are looking to get into the entrepreneurship field, but they don't know exactly how to get started.
Okay, love that, love that. My next question is, how did you become an entrepreneur? Did it start when you was a little kid? Did it start when you was in middle school, high school? What made you want to get into that mentality of, you know what? I want to create my own business and bless the people.
So my hustle mentality and my entrepreneurship mindset started at a pretty young age. I was raised by my grandparents, and I always seen them working very hard for our family. So my grandpa owned his own landscaping business, and I wanted to be just like him, be able to be my own boss, not have to answer to anyone. And most importantly, just be able to provide opportunities for others. That's my main goal in entrepreneurship, is being able to start my own business so that at a later point in time, I can also provide opportunities for others. So that's where my entrepreneurship mindset started. So it started at a pretty young age, I would say.
Okay, I love that. I love that. Your grandfather, he inspired you to be an entrepreneur. I love. Never did know that, but that's amazing, amazing thing. I love that because I'm thinking of my grandfather right now. Worked for the city, done everything for himself, but then he still had his own business on the side. So I love that. My next question to you: what are 5 tools every entrepreneur needs in their life?
So 5 tools that I think every entrepreneur should have in their life. First and foremost is prayer. Prayer definitely has got me to where I am today. I started this journey not really, on my prayer tip, as I would say, but as I got further into the journey, I realized like this journey cannot be done without the help from God. So that's my number one, is making sure that you implement prayer every day um into your everyday life, not just entrepreneurship, but everyday life. I feel like ever since I implemented prayer, it's gotten me pretty far. Um, the next thing I would say is manifestation. So with that being said, make yourself a vision board, get some magazines, cut out some pictures, and just put your vision board where you can see it every single day with goals that you want for your future. Because I found ever since I've made, my lock screen on my phone, the future car that I want, or just hanging up that vision board so I could see it every single day, has helped me a lot in my journey. The next tool that I would say is daily affirmations. You have to tell yourself that you're worth it. You are somebody, you will make a difference in this life. You have to make sure that you stay strong in those affirmations. And something that I like to do is I like to either write on my mirror, like with the, with the marker, or put sticky notes, just daily affirmations. There's so many affirmations that we could tell ourselves every single day. So though that's another business tool that I think every entrepreneur should have. Another one is a business plan. When we first start off, we might not have a business plan, because I know I didn't. I couldn't even tell you what components were in a business plan. But, as I know that this entrepreneur life is what I want, I started to create a business plan. And once I created that business plan, I started to see everything just flow together. I started learning all the vocabulary, because when I first started off, I couldn't tell you what my niche was, what a target audience was, things like that. But ever since I've been studying about my business plan and, how I want to be able to implement it into my business, it's been making a big difference in my life. So another thing I would say, another tool I would say is goals. You have to have goals. So one thing I tell people is go buy a plant. Go buy a plant and write down 3 goals. As soon as you sit there and you meet one of those goals, water that plant. And then water the plant again when you meet another goal. If you're not sitting there meeting those goals, don't water the plant. Eventually the plant is gonna die. And that's a representation of, your career. If you don't sit there and water yourself daily and pour into yourself, eventually that, what is happening to that plant when you're not watering it, that's what's going to happen to us, if we don't water ourselves and just pour into ourselves every day. So I feel like, implementing goals is a very big tool into the entrepreneurship life. And also another tool I could say is just keeping a positive mindset, because you're going to have your hard days. You're going to have days where, things might feel like they're crumbling down, but as long as you keep a positive mindset, and that also goes back to prayer, being positive and just praying whenever you feel like things might be going wrong. And also praying when things are going right, because with me, I used to only pray when things were going wrong. And God really didn't answer my prayers at that time, because I was only coming to him when I needed him, not when, things were going right in my life too. So I just realized, just keeping a positive mindset and just praying is something that I like to implement. And the last thing I would say is just learning the power of your voice, because that's something that I had to do, and being able to host these events. At first, I didn't like to really get on the microphone with the DJ or anything like that. He'd always be like, come on, Yani, like, you're the host. You got to sit there and you got to talk to the audience. You got to keep them involved. And I didn't like to do that at first, but ever since I learned, the power of my voice and the power of my events and what they bring, I'm very passionate about my events and, how they have changed people's lives. So in the last, I would say 6 months, I really learned to use my voice to be able to tell my story, because nobody's going to be able to tell my story better than myself. So those are the tools that I would say, just implement into your everyday entrepreneurship life.
Love that. Look, after 5, she gave you 8. I love it, because everyone you touched on to, you made sure you bring it right back to God. And that's what I want every entrepreneur to understand, this right here. No matter what you're doing in your life, no matter what you're doing, you need to understand it all get connected right back to God. Not the universe, not the stars, because God created all of it, but back to God. Your prayer has to be stronger and stronger each single day. And I love that, because everybody been doing these videos, prayer is always y'all first one. It's nothing else but prayer. Prayer is all y'all first one. Everybody that done this entrepreneurship serious mentality, it's been prayer first. So I love that. I truly do love that. My next question is, what do you love about your brand / your business?
I love about my brand, you know what? as I mentioned, I have a couple different brands. So what I love about Yanigeekollection is that it provides individuals the opportunity to express themselves through fashion. Because me, I've always been the type to express myself, be different through fashion, and not really care what the next person had to say. So that's what I really love about Yanigeekollection is you're able to express yourself through different fashion accessories and things like that. What I love about Yaniji pop-ups is I'm able to bring the community together, being able to show people, even though you might have the same business as the next person, we all have a different audience to reach. So it's okay to support the next individual just because they have the same business as you. Because I started off with that mindset, oh, I don't want to support this person because they have the same business as me. But as I grew further in my journey, I, seen it as a part of entrepreneurship. You have to be able to support others in order to be able to flourish and grow. And what I love about Boss Moves University is I'm going to be able to change people's lives one person at a time. It hasn't quite launched yet, but I just know that I'm going to be able to change people's lives and give them a different outlook when it comes to entrepreneurship. So those are the things that I like about the brands that I have to offer.
Okay, I love that. You giving everybody more than one thing what you're doing. Everything you're giving them right now, you're showing them that you're seeing everything happen, you're seeing everything grow, you're really proud of yourself. One thing I tell people, before you cheer for others, you got to cheer for yourself first. You're cheering for yourself now. So I'm very proud of you for that. My next one is, what are the biggest lessons you have learned from being an entrepreneur? Like, for me, I learned that the only way I'm going to be able to do these videos, I got to create them. I got to learn how to edit these videos. I got to learn how to do them. So when you in your profession, what is one of the biggest lessons you had to learn?
That's a very good question, Brother Kai. I really like that question. So, first and foremost, what I had to learn in my journey is strangers are going to be your biggest supporters. Because when I started my business, I was looking for all the closest people to me to be able to share my post, go shop on my website, things like that. But my journey didn't really start off like that. I had a few people that were pretty supportive, but then I had others, most of the support started to come from strangers. So I think that's one of the biggest lessons that I had to learn within entrepreneurship. Something else that I had to learn as well is you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. And you have to be able to step out of your comfort zone, because nothing is ever going to grow within your comfort zone and being stagnant. And anything that I talk about, I just like to talk about from experience, if I experienced that or not. Because I'm not going to talk about something that I haven't experienced. So just being able to step out of my comfort zone has opened up so many doors for me. So those are the biggest lessons that I feel that I've learned on this entrepreneurship journey within the last 3 years.
I love that, because as you were talking, I thought about when I done this when I started this whole YouTube channel, and it was people, and there's still people right now that I don't even know that support me on this YouTube channel that ask me, when is entrepreneurship coming? When is the King series coming? When is the Queen? Hey, what are videos? Like, they ask me all the time, and I'm like, besides doing this, I do other stuff outside of this, but I forgot about y'all all. That's why I said I'm gonna make sure the series keep on coming. So I just love it, because sometimes it will, not sometimes, all the time, it will be people that you don't even know you at all that will support you more than your family, more than your friends that you grew up with. So I really do love that. My next question to you, what challenges have you overcame being an entrepreneur?
Some challenges that I had to overcome being an entrepreneur, I feel like one of them being constructive criticism. when I first started, I thought I knew it all, like nobody could tell me anything. Like, it's okay. I know what you're about to say. I always had that type of mentality. But as I grew further in my entrepreneurship journey, I learned, it's okay to learn from others. And your self-discovery journey, it's a never-ending process. Like, you should always be learning something new about yourself every single day. And that's just, one of the challenges that I had to overcome was just accepting constructive criticism, telling myself, like, they're not trying to bring me down. If anything, they're trying to sit there and bring me up and, point out what I'm doing good, but point out what I can also be working on. So I feel like that those are some of the biggest challenges. And also learning that failure is a part of success, because I never wanted to fail. I never wanted to fail, but I failed more than a few times in this journey. And it's okay, because I tell people, like, you have to be able to experience those failures in order to keep pushing forward. Those failures, it's not the opposite of success, but it's a part of success, and it's a stepping stone towards your success. So those are the challenges that I've had to learn this far in my journey.
I love that. It reminds me of a Les Brown saying. Les Brown said, the thing when you fall, and I'm not quoting the word for it, but like, you fall, you land on your back. But you land on your back, that means you can always get up. Come once you look at the sky, that means to get up and do it again. So that's one thing I always looked at my life, like, you might fall. There's been a lot of times that I failed with doing these videos and everything else. Like, sometimes I used to remember this and nobody believed me. I used to be like, my voice ain't made for this. And as soon as I thought that, I was like, hey, look how much stuff I came from. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be fired up every single time that I do this, every single time. So yeah, I do love that. My next one. What are 3 factors that are detrimental to any successful business?
Well, I already mentioned one of them, and it's being able to step out of your comfort zone. Because if you don't ever step out of your comfort zone, you're not really going to know what your full potential is. So just step out of your comfort zone, because that one risk that you're willing to take can definitely change your life, but you're never going to know if you're not willing to take a risk to try to better your life, to change your life. So I think that's one factor to being able to that's detrimental to success. Another one being, like, no one is going to be able to rep your brand harder than you. So go ahead and rep your brand every single day, no matter if someone's telling you, like, oh, you're over advertising your brand. Like, no one's going to have passion in your brand more than you are. So continue to sit there and rep your brand, because you're not going to be everyone's cup of tea. Your brand is not going to be for everyone. But at the same time, it is going to be for some people out there. And your target audience will come. Those people that your brand is meant for, they are going to come with along on your journey. And the last one I would say that I really, live by is being the last one to go to sleep and the first one to wake up. We all have 24 hours in a day, and we have the same 24 hours that successful people have, that millionaires have. But it just depends on what you're doing with your time. Are you utilizing your time wisely? Are you sitting there wasting your time? So being able to make a schedule and stick by that schedule and having self-discipline, I believe that is also detrimental to one's success as well.
I love that so much, because when you were talking, it reminded me of when I got ready to start my YouTube channel, and I think I got like 10 shirts pressed up with my logo on the front of it. The whole said I had that pressed up for every series. I made sure I had that on it, so everywhere I walked, everybody's seeing, not this shirt, this is my church shirt right here, but everybody's seeing the King series, the Queen series, and they seeing the Lion logo. They seeing what's on the back of it. They seeing the Queen series, and they seeing everything else. And the more I kept on promoting, a lot of people like, I want to get a shirt. You got some shirts made. I need to get some shirts. So a lot of people want to go get it, because it's like, my channel name is Kyle Jacko, my real name. So actually, when I'm putting everything on my shirt, I'm investing into my brand every single day. So I do love what you were saying because I put Kyle Jacko on everything. I slapped it on a logo. I slapped it on my YouTube. I slapped it on my Instagram. Everywhere you see Kyle Jacko, you know I'm coming every single time. So I even got something coming out real soon for the personal training things too. Got a little silverback gorilla coming out. So get ready for that too. But it's not about me. It's about you. So my next thing is it's time. If y'all don't know, if y'all have never watched this video before, I got something I call the wordplay, where I'm gonna say a name, I'm gonna say a place, I'm gonna say a thing. And how we gonna get Yani right now is Yani don't know what I'm gonna say. So it's gonna be real fun to do it. So Yani, go ahead and unmute your microphone. Let's get ready to start the wordplay. So your first name is gonna be Tyler Perry. When I say Tyler Perry, what comes to your mind?
When you say Tyler Perry, what comes to my mind is powerful, and all about community giving back, because Tyler Perry has been very successful in his career, but he's very humble about it. You know, he's a very humble person. And like I said, all I see is him always looking for the next opportunity to get back to his community.
Okay, love that, love that. My next one is gonna be somebody you might really, really know. It's gonna be Beyonce, because I want to say Beyonce because I see everything she created, and I'm seeing everything goes with, you know, the beehive and everything like that. So your name is gonna be Beyonce. When you think about Beyonce, what comes to your mind?
When I think about Beyonce, I think about legendary, and you know, just I didn't really follow her back, you know, when she started with like Destiny's Child, things like that. But I seen her, you know, flourish into the woman that she is now. And it's just hard work and dedication too when I think about her, you know, and that's where she is today is because of the hard work and dedication that she's put into her name and her brand.
Okay, my next one for you is when I say Arizona, what comes to your mind?
When you say Arizona, what comes to mind? Room for growth and opportunity. The reason why I want to move away from Arizona and start somewhere else is because I feel like it's not moving at the pace that I wanted to. So at the same time, when you say Arizona, it's home. It's home for me. But I just feel like there's not enough opportunity here yet. So that's what I have to say.
Okay, I love that because so you said Arizona. I know you got to really take this. There's a big leap of faith and go somewhere real big. She coming to Atlanta. I just want to let y'all know she coming out here. We're gonna introduce her to one of the best churches in the world in Atlanta, Georgia, Korean Christian Church. Had to shout out my church, but I love it because whenever you could take that leap of faith and you could leave your home and go somewhere else, and you're knowing that God is moving you there, it's always a great thing. Like me, I'm from Port Arthur, Texas. I took a big leap of faith coming all the way to Atlanta, Georgia. Who would ever known it turned 14 years being in Atlanta, Georgia. Still like the Falcons, but it turned into 14 years. And I love being in Atlanta. So congratulations on everything you're doing. I'm so proud of you. And you have won the wordplay. Do you want to know what you have won?
What did I win, Brother Kyle?
Okay. I have you. Matter of fact, do you love Popeye's chicken? You love Popeye's?
Yeah.
I'm going to send you 15 Popeye's biscuits. No butter, no water. You can't drink. You can't eat none of it. You got to eat it all by itself with no water at all.
I don't think that's possible.
Okay, I got you one more gift. You know we're in the month of October right now. So we in the month of October. I'm gonna be sending you a checky dog. I'm gonna send it to your house at 11 o'clock at night.
No. And we're not in the month of October yet.
So we're there. We're in October. So you gotta just get it. We're there. We're all the way there. I don't know if you're looking at the first or the second. We're here. But the next thing is I got one more gift for you. I got you a ring pop from 1986, and I'm gonna give it just to you.
Why?
Because it's a ring pop. I'm gonna give you one. Do you receive the gift?
Yes, I do.
So how you gonna receive the ring pop, but you won't take the biscuits, you won't take the turkey dog? See, Entrepreneurship series next year, we're working on y'all gifts. Next year, you will be able to get Gucci belts. You will be able to get Gucci shirts. I don't know who's gonna buy them for you, but somebody's gonna buy you one of those gifts next year. I don't know who it's gonna be. I don't know who it's gonna be, but it probably ain't gonna be. It's not gonna be me at all. It's that. My next one is, they had a video for the Entrepreneurship series that I wanted everybody to watch. And that video is by one of my logo designers. Shouts out to Shango. Let people know what you saw about the video that you loved about it, if you don't mind.
So what I loved about watching that video is it was just very inspirational. We actually had something in common when he said that, where his hustle drive started and, what his goals are. So I just really like that, he puts a little bit of his touch onto everyone's logo that he makes. It represents the person that he's making the logo for, but at the same time, he's also putting in a little bit of his touch too. So that's something that I really liked about his brand, and something that stood out to me when watching the video.
Yes, man, I love Shango because Shango only do logos. He does sculpting. He's a cook. Shango does so many different things, and that's one thing I love. He's not just geared to one thing. Like I tell people a lot of times, like I don't just do motivational speaking. I do personal training. I don't just do personal training. I do life coach. I wear several different hats, not like these hats. I got a whole lot of these, but I wear so many different hats in my life because I don't want it to be geared to one thing. Sometimes we'll focus our mind on one thing, and then we can overachieve what we're doing. So I feel like whenever I feel like I'm at the achiever rate, okay, if I'm doing this right here, good, let me jump on this right here. Let me jump on this right here. Let me make sure all my businesses are growing together instead of one's growing like this and another one's stacking right here. So I want to be able to jump each one. That's one thing I love about Shango that Shango does all the time. But this time, we got something great right now. This right here is called the Entrepreneurship Mentality Prayer. And since I'm an entrepreneur, but this is their video, I'm gonna give them a break and I'm gonna do prayer. All the videos, they always do the prayer, but I say, you know what, I got it this time. I'm Kyle Jacko. I'm a prayer warrior. I know I can do this. So if you don't mind, please, if you're driving, don't close your eyes. Keep your eyes open. I want you to make the next one. But I need you to come with me to the prayer right now. God, as I come to you right now, God, I want to say thank you to every entrepreneur that's in the world right now. God, thank you to Yani being able to just tell everybody her gifts and her talents. God, I pray over her business. I pray over her family. I pray anything she touches keeps on doing everything for the kingdom and keep on just uplifting others. God, I pray for the whole entire community that's around her right now. God, you keep on letting them be uplifting her life, keep on doing everything in her life they can do to get her get to a crown. Let her do everything that she wants to do in her life. God, see anybody watching this video, I hope they pray that they go out there, they be the strongest entrepreneur they can be, and they go out there and just let your blessings reign over their whole entire life. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. So, Yani, my next question I have for you is, what would you like all entrepreneurs to take away from watching your video today?
What I would like for people to take from watching my video is just being able to become the best version of themselves, because everyone deserves to be the best version of themselves. And also just take that leap of faith, step out of your comfort zone, because you never know what is to come on that other side of the door if you never open it. So that's what I want people to be able to take from watching my entrepreneurship series video.
Okay then. Hey, I need y'all to remember to like and subscribe and share these videos to everybody. And make sure you go to the description below and you can I don't know. See, look, got you on there, Yanni. I'm messing up my word. Go into the description below and make sure you read everything about Yanni. Make sure you go on to Instagram. Make sure you go on to Clubhouse. Any link that you see on her description below, you make sure you go follow her. And I promise you, if you write her, she'll write you back. That's what she does. But Yani, you've done such an amazing job. I want you to give a 2022 entrepreneurship message to every entrepreneur that's watching this video right now. Because one thing about the video is, I'm just the host. This is your video. So I'm gonna let you close out the video. So Yani, you got this. I'm about to get a step away. Hey, Yani, go ahead and be that motivational speaker that you can be. I'm out.
I just want to let everyone know that we all have a skill set within us that will be able to bring us any amount of money that you prey upon. Just being able to step out of your comfort zone and bring out that skill set is something that I want everyone to be able to do and just become the best version of themselves.